Hi, my name is Jeremiah Perry, and I present to you members of the school board what is the value of humanities in the 21st century. We'll start by discussing values and how they should lead you to keep the humanities curriculum in the school. Intrinsic values involve how works of art, music, and literature make students feel. They have the power to stimulate thinking, provide a healthy outlet for emotions and stress, as well as entertainment value. Extrinsic values, the means, or in other words, how they're paid for, to how students will be able to participate in creating the works of art, music, and literature. We also would like to discuss the subjective theories of value, which are lessons and experiences in the humanities curriculum that they have because the students are interested in them. It's what gives them value because the students are actually interested in them. This in turn creates an engaged student who is more open to learning. Our first example is The Vulture and Child in Sudan by Kevin Carter in 1993. Kevin Carter was a part of a group of photographers who were capturing images of apartheid in South Africa. This powerful image showed the world the horrors of famine. It touched our hearts, minds, and souls, and inspired many to help the less fortunate. The child pictured was on the brink of death, and the vulture was waiting to possibly devour him. Carter scared the bird away, and the child survived, only to perish 14 years later from malaria. He was deeply moved by what he saw and won a Puzzler Prize for this photo. Our next painting is Two Female Models in the Studio by Philip Pearlstein, completed in 1967. Pearlstein created this painting in a manner which shows women in a different view and desexualizes the human body. He also asks us to look at the nudes without desire, but more so to pay attention to the skills that were used to create the painting. This work of art stimulates an alternative method of thinking. Our next slide is Jazz Music by Louis Armstrong and his Hot Five. Let's take a listen. That was just an example of the most important influential musician in jazz history and one of the leading singers and entertainers from the 1920s to the 50s. With his brass voice and powerful delivery, he influenced countless musicians after him. He is also known as one of the pioneers of jazz. Genres of music created from jazz include rock and roll and rhythm and blues. His band that is featured in the clip was the first to play what is referred to as hot jazz. It was marked by an extensive use of the blues scale, a powerful rhythm emphasizing the second and fourth beat of each measure, and a delight in the counterpoint ensemble playing dynamic solos. Our next example was Don Quixote which is considered by literary historians to be one of the most important books of all time, and it is often cited as the first modern novel. It is an episodic narrative, which is one of the oldest kinds of literature. At the time it was written, it captivated and enthralled readers with its combined total of over 100 adventures of the fictional character. Although it was a span of 10 years to completion, the writer masterfully displayed the power of imagination and determination. He also set the groundwork to inspire other authors to create novels that we enjoy today. The Vietnam Memorial was designed while Maya Lin was in undergrad. The 2 points of the monument point to the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial. The severity of war is shown by over 58,000 names inscribed of men who paid the ultimate sacrifice in the name of our country. Visitors are often moved to tears after participating in the experience of viewing it. I have a deep respect for the men and women in uniform. Our last painting is Autumn Rhythm, number 30 by Jackson Pollock. It was completed in 1950. He states, "I'm very representational some of the time and a little all of the time. But when you're working out your unconscious, figures are bound to emerge. Painting is a state of being. Painting is self-discovery. Every good artist paints what he is." This painting was created using Jackson's. In conclusion, the humanities encompasses a wide variety of arts. They have entertained, provoked thinking and learning, and has created a cycle of innovation that comes generation after generation to create more than what was there before. It is imperative that you continue to fund this curriculum so innovation can continue. Thank you.